Hi there, Pisces. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you could join me. Thank you all for your love and support. I can't tell you how much that I genuinely appreciate it. I'm feeling a little raspy tonight, so bear with me. Just a little talking a lot, so kind of losing my voice a bit. So, for those of you who are brand new, I pulled a 5-card spread. The first card is your recent past. The second card is your present situation. I've already shuffled, and meditated on the decks, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. So please, in your recent past, we have the High Priestess. That is you, Pisces. What is the present situation? What is the present for Pisces? What is the present for Pisces? Mini. What is the present situation for Pisces? What is the present for Pisces? The King of Swords. What is the blockage? The Two of Cups in reverse. Sorry, I'm being guided to turn it right side up. What is the message from Spirit? We have the 9 of Wands. What is the potential outcome? What is the potential outcome? What is the potential outcome? The 4 of Wands. Beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. That would be a couple. This is Libra in particular for me as a reader. The Queen of Swords, she's kind of a no-nonsense kind of queen. Also considered the divorcee. But this is a strong, independent, feminine energy. I'm not going to say female. She's also very learned. She can be quite cutting with her words, highly intelligent, and just doesn't take any bullshit. This is traditionally called the bitch card. Sorry about the language. But the Queen of Swords, this is one of my favorite queens because this is someone who knows, right? They know what they want. They know how to get it. They have the education to get there. They're making head over heart decisions. And so it's making a head over heart decision. Wow, this on your deck just felt heart. Interesting. So it looks like Pisces, there's something that you were being quiet about. Almost stewing in your inner wisdom is kind of what I'm getting out of all of this. The High Priestess, she's very quiet. She's the one who has secret knowledge. And both the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are very knowledgeable. Queens are more internal. Whereas the High Priestess is also very internal. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's something that you're just not, something that you know that you're just not speaking up about. In your present situation, we have the King of Swords. So this could be a doctor, a lawyer, a judge. The King of Swords is generally someone who is, oh, and this is the Aquarius card for me, is generally someone who is, has a lot of higher learning, is kind of a precision type of person is what comes up. But again, also very knowledgeable. We also have a perfect pair here. What's in your blockage is the Two of Cups. So making an offer or coming in and actually sharing a union that it's interesting that this is your blockage. Your blockage is an emotional connection. Maybe it's creating an emotional connection. Your message from Spirit is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, in your traditional Rider-Waite deck, that's the Wounded Warrior and all of that. In this deck, this guy is putting up a very feeble wall, right? He's a feeble guy putting up a feeble wall, and he's, looking all warily over his shoulder. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. He's too tired and worn down, but he's still putting those sticks in the ground, right? And then your outcome is the Four Wands. It's something stable, something to celebrate about. So let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards. I got a brand new clarifying deck. This is called the White Sage Tarot, and they were just too cute. And what can I say? I might have a card habit. All right, please clarify the High Priestess. We have the Nine of Cups. So a wish fulfillment. Please clarify the High Priestess. The Two of Swords. Caught in your thoughts. Please clarify the High Priestess. I have one more. What is this tarot? And the Justice card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. So there's a difficulty balancing the scale between what it is that you're secretly wishing for and what you know is right. And there's a bit of fear here in it. And there's also, it's not being expressed at all. So let's see. The King of Swords he can clearly and intelligently express himself, his thoughts. A little short on emotion. We have the King of Wands. Clarify. King of Swords. Clarify. The King of Swords. The Moon. Clarify the King of Swords. And the Nine of Swords. So that's 3 nines out here. 4 if you count the moon, because it's an 18 and that breaks down to 9. At the bottom of the deck we have the 3 of Cups. So with the anxiety and the fear, and the 3 of Cups here, with there being 2 kings, for some of you there could be an outside involvement. And I don't like talking about cheating situations, but there could be some sort of outside influence, right? There is someone here, could potentially be a fire sign, that's causing a lot of fear and anxiety. The King of Swords, he doesn't have time for messing around in his own head, right? He has enough knowledge and information to express himself, but there is an issue. There's some sort of fear in that expression with this 9 of Swords. And it may have something to do with someone from the past, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or it could be even just having the motivation or fear. Like it's like knowing what needs to be done and what action needs to be taken, but having the fear of that action, and instead of taking an action, spending too much time in the head. Let's look at this 2 of Cups. Why is the 2 of Cups the blockage? And the 4 of Wands again. Here's the 2 of Cups blockage. Why is the 4 of Wands blockage? The Knight of Pentacles. Why is the 2 of Cups a blockage? And the 7 of Cups, okay. The bottom of the deck, you have the Devil. There is an illusion, some sort of fantasy some sort of fantasy. I want to say in the way things should be. I'm almost getting the Hierophant, right? There is it's a Capricorn card, but the stability and stubbornness. I turned bullheaded when I touched that card. In the way things are supposed to be, I'm using air quotations. Something toxic. Something toxic. The Devil card is actually, it's number 15, which when you break it down is the 6, which is the other side of the Lovers, right? There is an illusion here that has to be overcome. Please clarify the 9 of Wands relating to a connection. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Please clarify the 9 of Wands. You have the Chariot in reverse. And the 4 of Pentacles in the upright. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is about working together. And the 4 of Pentacles is about holding on. You literally have the 3, 4, and 5. The Chariot in reverse. This is, someone is being guarded. They don't want to let go of control. They don't want to work together. And there is that Lover's card and the Ace of Wands, as well as the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Wow. You have to let your guard down. The 5 of Pentacles is a lack mentality, right? There's this, if I let go of control, if I hang on to control, I won't lose anything. But what's the saying? If you love something, you have to set it free. The universe, if it's for you, what's for you is for you. Sorry about the dog barking. Please clarify the 4 of Wands. 4 card. The 3 of Cups. I love these little cards. Whoops. The Seven of Wands. Please clarify the Four of Wands. Please clarify. Ooh. We'll take the one that landed on it. Okay. We have the Strength in reverse. Okay. There is a reason to celebrate here. The bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of victory. It's clear communication. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching so bad. It's clear communication. It's that bright idea. And it's something worth celebrating and fighting for. It is very important to keep in mind that sometimes the more you try to control something, the harder you push something to do what you want, the less likely it is to happen. And sometimes when you just take your hands off of it, things just fall into place. For me, the Seven of Wands is about kind of holding your ground. If you stay on the higher ground, I also just heard enjoy the moment for what it is. Enjoy the moment for what it is. Yeah, this is pretty cut and dry. I'm almost surprised I didn't see the Temperance card out here. It's really important. It's really important to not, it's a lot of sevens too, to not when we visualize things and are manifesting, it's really easy to go, yay, awesome. But when we get it and it's not exactly the way we thought it was, the way we imagined it, and we try to force it into like this little box, then, or we're dissatisfied, then that Five of Pentacles, right? Dissatisfaction, being left out in the cold, not being able to ask for help, you know, the fear of losing control. There's always going to be enough. I just keep hearing, every time I touch those cards, I'm like, just breathe, you know. there's no need to fight. There's no need to win. You're not in a battle. Okay. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, and I'm just madly in love with it, so bear with me. Here's the final message for my wonderful Pisces. That's a lot. That is like 5 cards. What is the final message for my wonderful Pisces? I have 1 card. This is the final message for my Pisces. This is the final message for Pisces. And someone is blowing something up in their head, making it way bigger than it needs to be. Okay, we'll take 2. We have the Council and the Time Master. Number 11 and number 57, which breaks down to a 12. At the bottom of the deck we have Flow. And I'll pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card for you. We have Coyote Spirit, Trust in Divine Detours. Nothing says give up control like that. At the bottom, the deck is Whale Spirit, number 65, which breaks down to 11. Trust the Great Mystery. Okay. Sometimes I feel like I don't need to pull oracle cards except for confirmation. All right, number 16, Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. Do you find that you are being led on a strange detour in your life right now? Does it seem that what appears to be the next right action and the right choice, best situation, or fabulous relationship unexpectedly turns into the opposite, or just disappears into thin air as if you've been tricked? Coyote Spirit's trickster energy is designed to bring you into situations to teach you lessons you have forgotten to learn. Perhaps you need a taste of failure before you experience success, a need to feel disappointment before you can truly appreciate the joy, love, and prosperity that is coming up for you. Perhaps you are revisiting a pattern you forgot wasn't in alignment with the life you are intending to co-create. Being reminded that gratitude, not complacency, will keep you awake and aware of all that is available to you in this moment. Coyote Spirit reminds you to laugh about the unexpected twist to develop humanity and gratitude while releasing your attachments to the form of your desires. Even when you suddenly find yourself on a detour, wondering when you will get back on track to manifesting what you desire, remember that Spirit has a plan and wants the best for you. Trust in divine order now. Coyote Spirit is a divine helper. No matter what seems to go astray, things are exactly as they are supposed to be. The protection message. Sometimes a goal is so enticing and alluring that you lose your footing in the pursuit. You begin to fixate on capturing this prize, whether it be an opportunity you have always wanted, a relationship with that elusive someone, or the promise of that big break. Coyote Spirit warns you that this trickster energy seducing you now will yield nothing but disappointment and unnecessary heartache if you let yourself be fooled. Great Spirit wants the best for you, so when your plans go topsy-turvy, know that Coyote Spirit is present to protect and bless you. Listen to her gentle warning not to take the world too seriously or become too attached to the form and timing of your desire. Something better is beckoning. If you learn your lessons and lighten your heart, it will not be long before you see that crooked, though the path may have been, you are on the right one all along. Beautiful. And now we'll start with number 57, the Time Master. Very, very colorful card. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there is only so much of it to spend in a life, like a kind of currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential, at once vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends on perspective. When the Time Master visits you, he asks a most important question. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclic quality of time? I'm going to repeat that. Will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclic quality of time? You find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and future simultaneously. This is the true test of the Time Master. You're being invited to take back your power. So let go of the past and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the Time Master. Anything is possible now. The medicine. Sometimes it appears that you are running out of time. You worry you won't get what you need or want. Everything gets stuck like a logjam. This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant. Fully engaged in your now, it's time to release the story of your past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know the details of the future. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. Wonderful. And the number 11, the Council. This is one of my favorite cards. It's like the High Priestess card. The Council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They're the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale in an attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. And I want to show you the Justice card in this new deck. Can you see that? It's a heart and a feather on a scale. And the heart weighs more. Why is your heart so heavy? The invitation. The Council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, Forgive sincerely and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. The medicine. You are never alone. Turn to the council to find the guidance you seek and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you that you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. What can I say? I hope you enjoyed your reading, Pisces. You have a wonderful night. I love you. Bye-bye.